What is up, guys? FIFA Dino here, and I'm going to be doing a new manage mode on FIFA 15 with Championship side Middlesbrough. No, I haven't uploaded a video in ages. School's just been hectic and all that, but now it's died down a bit, and I'm going to be doing another one here. So as you can see, I'm going to go as Sam Allardyce, just because, yeah, he's without a job since West Ham let him go. And, yeah, the reason I'm starting a new one with Middlesbrough as opposed to just continuing my Newcastle one was the transfer window's opened and heat up. A lot of moves have been made, so I thought it'd be better if I just did all those moves and then did a new manage mode with the updated squads. So round of 32 for the domestic cup. I think that applies to both FA Cup and Carling Cup, and then mid-table for championship. But I'm aiming for promotion. I'd rather not spend 2 years in the championship. So anyway, I've stuck with their standard formation, the 4-3-3 with attacking mid. Going with Baptiste in right back, who they brought in from Bolton. Then Woodgate, very experienced defender, in centre back with Omaru, who I think played for Chelsea at one point. He's there on full now, but he's like 21, almost 80 pace centre back, 6'1", so he's an awesome prospect. The midfield's pretty weak. Grant Ledbetter in left centre mid, and Forshaw, who's a young player, but only Tomlin. Tomlin's the only attacking mid, and then there's very little substitutes on that. Stuart Downing, Middlesbrough have just brought in for right wing. He's going to be a great player in the championship. Kike up front, who I've never heard of, and Sue, who's a young, pacey winger. So that'll be good. That'll be good. So that's how I'm starting off. First piece of transfer business is signing a striker, just because the only sub striker behind Kike was a 50 overall player. So I definitely need a depth. So I went for Dwight Gale, a 23-year-old who plays for Crystal Palace, because I feel he's not getting as big a gig as he would want at Crystal Palace. Still has a lot of potential, so I thought this would be the right move for him and Middlesbrough to sort of bring a player down in the championship. He can hopefully dominate for a couple of years and then either go back up for a lot more money or help us come up. So that's why I offered for 3.2 million. That's almost my entire transfer budget, so really backing on him. So he's declined. He wants a bigger role. I was giving it importance so I could have the leeway of switching between him and Kike, who starts, because they are the same overall. Kike's a bit of a taller striker, so he does suit the formation of a 4-3-3 lone striker a bit more than Dwight Gale, who's probably only 5'9"-ish, I think. I don't know that for sure, though. But I've given him crucial because he is important that I sign a striker. He is young. He will improve. So I've given him crucial. He will be my outright starting striker. Kike will probably only play the cup games or when Dwight Gale needs a rest or is in poor form. So I brought him in, and I will chuck him as my starting striker. Yeah, not sure. Technically, he does not suit the lone striker role in a 4-3-3. Not particularly great in the air. He's more of a close quarters, good quick finisher. A bit like Aguero. Like, I'm not comparing him to Aguero, but that's how he sort of plays. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Second signing is Matt Targett from left back, from Southampton, 18-year-old left back, awesome player. Reminds me a lot of Luke Shaw in that he's defender first, and that's not super common these days in fullbacks. He's defender first, and he's very athletic, which does translate into the attacking side of the pitch. He can run past players, not with like the skill of Dani Alves or someone like that, but can use his speed and strength to get past players. So he's not rated great. I think he might not even be in the 60s, but he's 18, and I'm definitely starting Damiar, who's like 72, over him, but hopefully Targett will improve and eventually take the first spot. The reason I'm signing him is the left-back substitutes were pretty average in terms of age and ability, plus Damiar, I found out, is right-footed, which does bother me. There's the occasional exception, like Aspilicueta and Philip Lahm, when they play left-back. Generally, I like my fullbacks to have the preferred foot of the side they're playing. So, we're going into the first friendly against Inter Milan, who's certainly a tough opposition for Middlesbrough, let alone anyone, really. They're a Europa League standard side at minimum, and they got off to a good start here. Rodrigo Palacios just scraping the side netting there. Definitely had the keeper beaten with a great strike. Probably should have gone with it with the left foot. But early warning signs there. I'm only going to play this friendly just because I'm giving debuts to Targett, Dwight Gale, Stuart Downing, all of that, and then I'll sim the other two. But some sloppy play there from, I think it was Willian, and it looks like Kovacic who got onto that, and a save with the elbow from the keeper there. So not the best start, but just at half-time, Downing cutting in on his left foot. An awesome scooped cross there. And the two debutants linking up. Dwight Gale heading in on his debut, albeit a friendly, so it won't quite count in terms of a debut goal. But great play from Downing there. He did so much last year in the Premier League. Had a great season with West Ham. Cutting in on his stronger left foot, a scooped cross, and you wouldn't expect Dwight Gale to win that. That was the iffy thing I had about him, is he's not aerially that great, but if he keeps doing that, I have no issues winning that header against two Inter Milan players. But into the hour mark now, second half, and Downing nips onto a deflected cross there. Definite penalty. A bit dramatic how he went down, but it's not a natural falling style. There was definitely contact. 77 must be a youth Inter Milan player to have number 77. But yeah, definite penalty there. Downing goes down. And so a chance to go 2-0 up against Inter Milan just past the hour mark. So this is an incredible start to a game that Middlesbrough was certainly not favourites for. So Downing will take it, hoping to convert the penalty after winning it, and he does. He puts it into the top left there, keeper staying in the middle, and so Downing has a goal and an assist on his return to where it all began. He's obviously a big fan favourite here, burst onto the Premier League scene with Middlesbrough before leaving to a number of clubs, which worked out to an extent, but never really lived up to the high potential. Then we're into the 80th minute here, into looking for a goal back, and the quick counter. Kike's on for Dwight Gale there, and he plays Downing back through, who really coolly rounds the keeper and slots in for his second. So 2 goals and an assist for Stuart Downing. I reckon he's going to be a very, very crucial player in terms of Middlesbrough's promotion aspirations. He'd be one of the best players in terms of rating. I think he's 76. There's not many gold players in the Championship. So he will be very, very crucial to Middlesbrough if they're going to get promoted into the Premier League or have at least a good crack at it. So that's how it finished. An awesome, awesome result for Sam Allardyce's men on his first ever game. 3-0 win over Inter Milan, who was strong opposition. And yeah, the perfect start for the new manager. Stuart Downing then, 9.1 man of the match, understandably. So anyway, I'm making one final signing, and that is just to strengthen the midfield. It's a bit lacking substitutes and starting. So I'm going for Gershon Coffey, who's a young, athletic holding midfielder playing in the MLS, giving it £280,000. And yeah, that'll be it for this episode, and I will see you guys next time.